What's going down, y'all? What's going down? It's your big brother K-Rino, and we are live once again on K-Rino Radio. Y'all give me a second to get myself situated. Right here on 90.1 FM, man. We are on K-Rino Radio, man, and once again on this Wednesday night, rainy Wednesday night, we are in the building, and we have a special guest with us tonight. You know, we're going to tell y'all who she is in a minute. But tonight is Whatever Wednesday. And that's, of course, for those of y'all who have been watching, well, listening to us for the longest and watching.
Right.
Because we go live on Facebook and we do YouTube. But this is a night where we just speak about whatever is on our mind and whatever's going on in the world, whatever we can come up with. And it's for y'all too, because whatever y'all want to talk about, you can call in and talk about it. It could be rap music, it could be politics, it could be whatever y'all want to talk about. That's why we call it Whatever Wednesday. We don't put any restrictions on it. But I'm joined as always by the crew, the team, the fam, however you want to lay it out. My brother from another, the OG, Mr. Murder One, South Park Coalition. What's up, Murder? Oh man, hold on, man. Murder's in one of them moods tonight.
Yeah.
He's singing and everything. And to my left, we have the actress, the singer, the writer, the female jack of all trades,
Andrea Maria.
Andrea Maria. I was gonna give you that
Oh,
serious. I was finna build it up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I was
my
finna hit her with it, Murder.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna hit her with them. I had some more accolades to give, but it's all good.
Okay.
The one and only Andrea Maria's in the building. What's up?
Hey.
And tell us who we got with us joining us tonight. Who we got this little spinoff, this little mini me that you got with you.
Go ahead and tell them what I said earlier. What's your name? Tell them.
Yeah, we got the cheetah and the cheetah cub in the building tonight, man. So we are glad to have you with us as well on Whatever Wednesday right here on K-Rino Radio. And she ain't no stranger to the radio game. She ain't no stranger to media and TV and all that, you know. And if y'all want to join in the conversation, whatever the conversation is tonight, y'all are welcome to do that. And the number is 713-526-5738. The number is 713-526-5738. I would advise all of y'all to start calling in now, because y'all like to wait till 9:55 before y'all start calling in. And but it's cool. We appreciate you whenever you do. But we want to start the day off by just acknowledging the fact that we do understand that we have made another trip around the sun, and what many people refer to as New Year's. And today is January 1st, and a lot of people are acknowledging and celebrating that trip around the sun, as well as you should, because every day is a blessing. Every day is a day that you should give thanks to the Creator, whatever name you call Him, for waking you up and for blessing you to get another opportunity to fix whatever's going wrong in your life. Now, that being said, it makes me think about the lady who was killed last night by a bullet that was shot into the air, because you know they do all that blasting and shooting on New Year's.
Last night.
And I think that every year people seem to neglect the law of physics and the law that what goes up must come down. And when you shoot those bullets in the air, they have to land somewhere. And what you don't understand, what many may not understand, is that they come down with the same force as they went up with. And unfortunately, a lady was outside, and the bullet struck her and killed her last night, based on someone using their weapon as a form of celebration. So we got to start keeping that in mind when we try to use these opportunities just to bust our guns. But nonetheless, condolences to the family.
Yes.
But moving forward, we want to make sure that we express to everybody to um, do the best they can this new year, and we wish God's peace on everybody this new year, and we encourage y'all to not be telling all them lies that we normally like to tell around this time about what we gonna do and what we not gonna do.
I'ma lose 49 pounds.
You know what I'm saying? For in 2 days.
Yep.
So with that being said, of course I'll open up the floor if any one of y'all want to jump in and anything y'all got on mind. What's going on, Cheetah? Anything interesting happening in Cheetah world or murder, anybody, Y'all know I can talk forever, so yeah, no question, man. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And for those who don't know, Grim is a South Park Coalition member from way back, from like maybe 91, 92.
Right.
And he is actually the first Latino rapper to come out of the city of Houston and really just put the Latino artists on the map in H-Town. He's the first one to do that.
Yes.
And he set the stage for the South Park Mexicans and the Juan Gottis and the snipers and everybody that came behind him. Shout out to all my Latino family, man. And Grim received that Lifetime Achievement Award, which is well deserved. Yeah, and he performed afterwards with a live band and killed it, man, and did his thing, man. Grim is a brother who's been doing this thing almost as long as us, and he's one of those who haven't lost a beat and is still getting up, still loving to perform and be on stage and do what he do. So shout out to the homie Grim.
Much love.
Falero won Producer of the Year,
Whoop, whoop.
man. And look, Andrea, you already know, Falero produced the Hood Politics, the
Love
track
it.
that we did.
Yes.
So hey, man, I don't know if they heard that and that factored in too, but regardless, man, it's well deserved for the homie Falero, man. Really, really good people that deserve to be recognized, and that makes me think about something because we seem to make the mistake a lot of times of feeling like, um, as independent artists, well, we'll never get a Grammy, we'll never receive a BET award or MTV award or anything of that nature. And in reality, man, just what they're doing at Support Local Music and other people who have did award shows like Cornbread and Mr. A's and people like that, even the ARC, we've done our award shows. It's a good thing for people to be acknowledged for their accomplishments. You don't have to be what they call a commercial or a mainstream artist or what they so-called call a big name artist to receive acknowledgement. So when they created the SLM Awards, I mean, that's a blessing because I don't care what the scenario is. It's a great motivation to an artist to feel like people are recognizing their work. So
Yes. That mean a lot. Yes.
no doubt, man, no doubt. So 713-526-5738 if y'all want to join in. It's that rain, man. It make you kind of, it brings the energy down a little bit. So I'm fighting, man. I'm fighting. Well, yours is up for some reason.
Yeah, I know. He liked the rain or something.
But yeah, you know what too, but
I guess not.
because on regular nights he be all quiet and acting like he in a bad mood and all that. But then on a night where it's rain, he just wired up backwards. Murder just wired up backwards, man. Yeah, you gonna blow your battery. It's all good though. But this is Whatever Wednesday, man. We got we got some surprises coming up for y'all, possibly after the show. So for those of y'all who are listening, we'll go live after the show, and hopefully what we got planned will come to pass, and it's gonna be a great thing. But it's looking like we got our first call of the night.
Okay.
First of all, it's Whatever Wednesday, man.
He said anything, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, well you
got
got
a
one, or
shout
you
out?
got you gonna let Andrea? Okay, well let's get it in. All right, go ahead, caller. Okay. Oh, that's
Oh, that's
beautiful.
okay. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Say his name again. Already, already. Oh, not a
Yes,
problem, not a
ma'am.
problem. And shout out to you, Wilbur Mosley, and hopefully you coming home soon, and just keep your head up and stay focused,
Yep.
and plan your work while you're in there now. Plan your work so when you
Mhm.
get out you can work your plan, my brother. Straight up.
Already. Yep.
Hey
Like
man,
that.
no question. I'm gonna let Andrea because that's a good segue into letting her shout out who we got to shout out tonight. So I'll
Y'all gonna
let
let
you
me
do that.
chop up his name? He's one of y'all had gave him a shout out. He said you actually pronounced it right, but I'm about to probably
Let me
chop
see
it
it.
up.
Let me
Let's
see
see.
what it say. Let me see what it say. Oh,
He from South America, so
Sharon.
I think
Sharon.
it's Sharon.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Last name Francis from Win Unit. Hey, how's it doing? How's it going? Keep your head up. We got your letters, and we'll be getting back with you soon. Much love.
No doubt, man. Much love to you, and thank you for sending the letters. And anybody
Yeah.
who's listening, y'all are more than welcome to send letters in. Your big brother, I'm really bad at just getting the letters and listen to them, but thankfully Andrea's on the team now, and she stepped in just greatly and have taken charge of that department and created that department actually. And now she will make sure that these letters are responded to, and y'all get y'all shout outs and things of that nature, because we know we think about y'all. We haven't forgot about you, that y'all locked up in there, man, and we know how the conditions are, the inhumane treatment, because we all got loved
Yeah.
ones that's up in that thing.
And that's what some of these letters are about too. It's like, they want to get out like the law side of what's going on. So, it's gonna I gotta do the right channels to get that out. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we working and we learning as we go, but don't stop reaching out. Don't stop reaching out to us. And shout out to all of the family members, because
Yeah.
what happens is in those situations, rightfully so, we put the emphasis on the individual who's locked up, but there's also a real stressful effect on the family members who love those who are locked up. And it's always a process of, hey, we got to keep money on their books.
Yeah.
We got to write letters. We got to go see them. And these things are very taxing on those who are on the outside. It's tough as well. So shout out to all those mamas and wives and baby mamas
That
and
be holding it down.
yeah. And I shout out the females first, because they are the main ones. The homies gonna be the homies. And it's like, you'll get a letter every now and then and a visit every blue moon, but it's always those sisters who are holding it down for their sons and their boyfriends and husbands and things of that nature, man. So don't give up, y'all. We with y'all for sure. It's all good. Whatever Wednesday, man. 713-526-5738. I posted a video today
Hmm.
on YouTube, and did y'all see where the Pope was walking around, and he was meeting with the people? And she's all right.
Okay.
The Pope was walking around meeting with the people, and a lady snatched the Pope by his arm and tried to drag him back. She was trying to get her blessings, and she snatched the Pope, and the Pope got mad. The Pope got aggravated and
Oh.
slapped on
She
her
thought she
hand
could do like Jesus and touch the hem of his
when
garment.
she touched more than him.
Oh, for real?
She almost yanked the Pope arm off,
Oh.
and the Pope was hot. He was mad because he was like, "Hey man,
It's the automatic reaction,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah." So it's a lot of stuff going on there. Like, was he wrong for the way he reacted? Was he justified? Because I think she hurt his arm, because the way
Okay.
he looked like if somebody might be stepping on your foot and you don't
Yeah, you're
realize,
like,
and you're like, hey
ow!
man, and you might
Yeah.
just hit him like that, and that's what it looked like was going on with the. It was funny to me. I ain't gonna lie. But y'all
Wow.
watch
I'm gonna
that
have to check
video.
that out.
Yeah, check that out. But a lot of people was saying the Pope was out of line, and some people was like, nah, the Pope was right.
Right.
So y'all check the video
So
out.
he slapped.
he like spanked her hand in
Okay.
like a disciplinary way because he was walking away
Okay.
and she like grabbed his arm and he was like, ah, like it hurt. But when and she snatched him towards him like with strength. The Pope 83 years
I'm about
old.
to say, ain't he fragile?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he like grabbed it and he like, hit her hand like, hey, don't do that. And then he snatched away and walked off like he was from the Pope. The Pope got hood for about 5 seconds right there.
Wow,
You
I
know
gotta
what I'm
see
saying?
that.
Yeah, it was crazy. I like I mean, you know, I'm twisted. It was funny to me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
laughed at it. I ain't gonna lie. But you know, but it made me think about some things because as a public person, those are the kind of scenarios that it doesn't matter if you are the Pope, it doesn't matter if you're a rapper, a
Yeah.
singer, an actor, an athlete. Many of them and many of us have been in those types of situations, and your reaction just comes strictly sometimes just from the aggravation of the moment, like
Yeah.
in the heat of that
Yeah.
moment. Like I can think of one time I was at a show. And I don't know, murder. If he was there, I don't know if he was on the scene when it exactly happened. But you know, you got fans, they come up and they want to talk or whatever. But this guy kept patting me on my back. He
Yeah.
was like, hey, K, yeah, man, good to meet you. And he kept patting me on my back. So the first time I was like, all right, man, appreciate it, cool.
Right, right.
Then he kept talking. He did it again. He kept hitting me on my back. So that third time he did it, I just grabbed the dude by his arm and said, hey, man, don't do that. I said,
Yeah.
don't watch. And then his homeboy came in and was like, hey, man, I'm sorry, K, he drunk. I said, well, you better get him.
Right.
Now,
Right.
anybody that knows me, they know how I am with the
Very
fans. I'm
humble.
cool with the
Yeah.
fans, but it's a line.
It is.
It's boundaries that people shouldn't cross. And I guess even when you the Pope, even when you the Pope, somebody can push you to that limit. But um,
What she
also,
wanted.
well, I'm gonna tell you what she wanted. Like I say, you know, people look at the Pope in a certain light. You know,
Yeah.
even though I don't, or other people may not.
He's
You
a
know,
man.
some people look at him in the form of like, well, you know what? This is a holy man. I'm gonna get my blessing. And she wanted her blessings. He was touching people's hand, and
Okay.
they felt like by him touching them, it would give them a blessing. I saw her
But you're
before
grabbing
he
my arm.
got to her,
Yeah.
and she was doing the whole little crawl like she was anticipating him getting to her,
Okay.
and right before he got to her, he was done. He was getting ready to walk out. So she was like, hell no, come here, and snatched the Pope like that.
Give her a blessing.
Yeah, give my blessing. And I think that's what it was. But as public figures, we also have to understand the context of a situation to say, okay, you know what? It's not that serious. Okay, she grabbed my arm. If it was a dude,
Yeah.
okay, but by us being a woman, you know, you got to show a little restraint unless, you know, she
She
pulled
didn't
out a
Kevin
knife.
Gates him. That'd have been different. I wouldn't
Yeah,
think that didn't happen. But,
and he didn't Kevin Gates her either. I guess, you know,
For real.
but yeah, that it was a weird scenario, man. But
Yeah.
it's a law, it's a rule of the violation of personal space. See, it's like, okay, yeah, I shake your hand, I dap you up, I give you a little quick little boom, little hug like that. But sometimes people get too comfortable being all up in their personal space, people that you don't know,
Yeah.
and that creates an uncomfortable situation where just as a human, because people forget that these public figures are still human. It's like, hey man, you're too close up on me right now, you know. But if it's dude on dude, you know, some of these guys, they get excited and they get up in your face, like, you know, relax,
Being extra.
relax,
Right.
relax.
Calm down.
So the Pope had his hood moment, man. The Pope looked like he was somebody's granddaddy and just flipped out, man. But he did apologize to the lady.
Okay.
And he made a statement saying how, you know, women are sacred and you shouldn't, you know, disrespect them in that manner. But,
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is. So it's going down. Whatever Wednesday, right here on KPFT on K-Rino Radio, man. Again, we are just honored to be in the space, man. This is 2020.
2020, day one, right?
Day one.
Wow.
Day one.
Do you have any of those, what they call them things? Resolutions?
No, heck no.
You don't do that? Oh.
Okay, that's cool. We'll get back to the resolutions in a
Yeah.
second. But it looks like Charlotte is on the line. So go ahead, Charlotte.
Yes, yes, sir. Anyway, in ancient times, during the time of Jesus, the same thing happened.
Mhm.
A lady was disabled. Uh, she had disease like cancer and stuff, and she heard at that time that if she and there was hundreds and hundreds of people following Jesus through Nazareth or one of the towns, and this lady pushed and pushed through the crowd, and she grabbed Jesus's cloak, his like dress, his like
Mhm.
clothing, and touched him, and she held on for like 10, 15, 30 seconds, and she was completely healed. And Jesus stopped, and he says, "Who touched me? Who touched me?" And the crowd looked around, and they says, "Well, we all touched you." And he says, "No." He says, "I felt a heel come out of me." And the lady says, 10 feet behind him, she says, it was me. And she was healed completely. The lady, I mean, yes, the lady that touched the Pope thought that he might have been holy, and she was looking for a heel.
Right,
Mhm.
Yes,
right.
and that's why she held on for a few seconds. Yeah, I've been literally touched by the Spirit, and it did it. It took me almost 100 years, believe it or not, almost, to actually get in contact with the Spirit. But it will do any and everything. In ancient times, it was true, but today it's like one day. It's like one day after Jesus is gone. Time doesn't do anything with the supernatural powers. All people are created equal, and okay, I don't know what else to say.
Oh no, we appreciate the call and we thank you so much for that take on it. Yeah, you were speaking about what Andrea was saying earlier when she talking.
I
Just
said
wanted to
it's like
touch the hem of his
the
garment.
hem of his garment. Yes.
But
And he said, "Who touched me?" That's yep. She
right,
definitely told the story exactly
right,
how it was. Yeah.
and it's a difference between a touch and a snatch. You know,
I
when
must have
somebody
said he snatched.
oh yeah,
Pope got snatched.
she snatched him
It was
pretty
more
strong because you know he was walking away.
okay.
Picture yourself walking away and somebody putting in
You come back,
you
yeah.
came right back in. You know, but yeah, I need to know the secret of how you been around 100 years too, like that
Yeah,
too,
I was laughing
Charlotte.
at your
I
expression.
appreciate that. You know, I need the game on that. You
Yeah.
know, but you know, well, you know what that's definitely moving forward. Yeah, that's the plan, how to eat to live. But you know, she don't sound like she been around 100 already.
Right?
We trying to get to 100. But yeah, but of course, man, we understand the premise of why the lady did it, and you know how we tend to. The problem is this. Let me just
Mhm.
go and get real with it.
Go
The
ahead.
problem is this. We have a spooky type of belief system installed in us and instilled in us. We feel like we can just somebody can lay a hand on us or touch us or say something a certain way and it automatically heals us. I don't subscribe to that. I
Okay.
subscribe to a process that has to take place for anything tangible to happen, whether it be a healing, whether it be a transformation in other aspects of your life.
Right.
There are steps that have to be taken in order to reach that goal. So while she felt like, okay, yeah, the Pope is he's holy and this and that, and that's how she believes. At the end of the day, she has the ability to pray to the same God that the Pope may be praying to and change her own situation. And I don't subscribe to the Pope. I'm not a fan of the Pope. I'm not a follower of the Pope. I'm not a follower of Rome and none of those entities. I'm just speaking in general terms of how people think and what might have been on the lady's mind. But I just broke it down into hood terms of violating people's personal space.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Being at the grocery store. You ever been at the grocery store and using the line and somebody was like, feel like they right there? It's like,
Mhm.
why you
With the
gotta be,
basket,
yeah,
like back here.
with their
Basket
body.
on my ankle. Oh.
Even with their body. They might
Yeah.
just have something in their hand and they just
Mhm.
like, why you gotta be right on me like
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
You know, so you step up, then they step up. So when they do that, I stepped to the side like, okay, look, man, I'm finna let you have it. You know, you can have it because you all up on me. So it's just some. It's how people are, you know, and I'm weird like that. But it's all good, man. But it is whatever Wednesday. We were talking about resolutions right before the caller called in.
Yeah, Murder said he got a few on.
Murder, you still making New Year's resolutions?
Right.
Well, I mean, a resolution is only as good as the commitment that the person makes to carry it out.
I mean, why it gotta be like the first of the year? It can be
Come
any day.
on
It can
now.
be like today.
Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's
You don't have to
exactly.
wait till like everybody else doing it.
Come on now. That's a great point. That's it.
Okay.
Make a new day's resolution.
Yeah.
Some of us need to make a new hour resolution. Every hour we got to reset and reboot because I mean life is tough. You know this is a process, and at the end of the day, um, you can't go 365 days and then decide that I'm going to lay out
No.
the program for my next 365
It's
days
not gonna
because you
work.
don't know what those days are going to bring. So you can set those kind of goals for yourself, but I would just suggest that you set them for more
I say
immediate
today.
and short term. Yeah.
Today I'm gonna just like the 12 steps. Not that I don't know nothing about it, but I'm playing. But for real, today.
Yeah, no question, man. There got to be a
That's what I'm
new
gonna do
day's
differently.
resolution, and you got to always be prayerful to ask the Creator to strengthen you to carry out whatever it is you are trying to improve about yourself, because
Right.
we're gonna have setbacks. You
True.
know, it's like you was talking earlier about say I'm gonna lose 49 pounds. People say that I'm gonna lose this weight. I'm gonna lose this weight, and they really have the intention of doing it. But sometimes you have a setback.
Yeah.
You can't. You make a mistake. You slip.
Right.
You know, you ate that piece of cake.
Two
You
of
know,
them.
or you went to the buffet that day.
Yes. Mhm.
Or you may be in trying to compete or keep up with somebody else,
For
something
the
along
wrong
those
reason.
lines, for the wrong reasons. Come on now.
It needs to be for yourself, cause that's what you want.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Man,
Uh-oh.
murder want to sing, man. So
Yay.
so you we finna we get ready to get the Murder One R&B album.
Yes.
Murder. Well,
What's the
Ro was in here a couple of weeks ago, so
Oh.
Murder Vandross. You gonna be
Murder
Murder?
Vandross. Murder Vandross.
Yeah, you gonna get the Murder Vandross album.
Murder Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, hey, stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane, man. It is what it is. But also, what we got to start doing, focusing on, moving forward to, is being focused on more what's going on in the world around us.
Mhm.
Because as these years start to accelerate
Yeah.
and go by, you're gonna start seeing more things happening around the world
Mhm.
that on a high level that are gonna affect us down here
Yeah.
in the ghetto. And those are things that are coming from government, wars, and political moves that will be affecting the very way that we live and changing life as we know it. So we got to start being more in tune to those things. We got to start being more in tune to being more health conscious and eating right, and trying to make sure that we preserve ourselves and to build our resistance up,
Yes.
because in the book How to Eat to Live by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he talks about food